Welcome to the Whiskey Explorer. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. If this is your first time to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the like button, and hit the bell notification so that you guys know when we are posting new videos. And if this is returning to the channel, thanks so much again for tuning in. And tonight I've got my buddies Kyle here and I've got my buddy Brad for the Whiskey Explorers. We are going to dive deep into this wonderful bottle right here. We're going to do Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Alright, so
gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Take you guys in for a little bit of a closer look at the bottle there. This is probably a 2019 bottling. I say that because if you look on the top, it's got a little turkey on the wood stopper there, on the cork stopper. The current bottles that I've seen out, I just saw this the other day at the liquor store, they are basically identical, they only don't have the turkey on the top. I love the turkey on the top, so I was happy to get this bottle.
Would you say that it's stuffed with a cork?
I would say it's stuffed. Yeah, definitely.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So this one here is bottled at 116.8 proof, so 58.4% alcohol by volume. So this is a barrel proof or barrel strength whiskey. So cask strength bourbon, essentially. Right? Now the thing is with this one is that it's important to mention that this version is the 116.8 proof because they did at one point bottle this at about 112 proof. So that was an earlier bottling, probably around 2015. So this one they've amped it up a little bit. I like that because I like the barrel proof bourbons. So
Jeff, would you say that this is an improved bottle of it then, at the 116 then?
I would. I haven't had the older one, but from what I hear, this is the superior bottling between the two.
Okay.
From what I hear in the whiskey community. So,
okay.
So this bottle right here, if those of you out there who are watching, if you're familiar with Wild Turkey 101, which I love, it's one of my favorite bourbons, but it's a blend of 6, 8, and 12-year-old bourbons. So that's what this is as well. So this is basically the same thing as Wild Turkey 101, only it's barreled at barrel proof strength. Okay. So it's a blend of 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and 12-year-old whiskeys. So I think for this bottle it's incredible value. So this bottle here is, in our parts, about $52.99, so about $53 Canadian. You cannot get another cask strength bourbon for anywhere close to that price point.
Really?
So for me, it's a really, really good value. Plus, I love the Wild Turkey flavor profile. So for me, it's a win-win.
And Jeff, so for this one, is this one you can find easily in liquor store? Is it
everywhere? Everywhere.
Okay.
Highly available bottle.
Cask strength. That's okay.
Yeah, this is one that you will find here in Canada. You can find it pretty much everywhere. In the States, you're going to definitely find it everywhere. So it's not one of those bottles that's allocated that you're going to struggle to find. It's going to be a widely available bourbon. So yeah. So without further ado, I think we should pour this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As always with bourbon, you're going to be it's going to be natural color. So no color added to this one. And I would probably guess, it doesn't say on here, but I would probably guess it could be unchill filtered as well. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but we'll open this guy up here. And I have already opened this guy here, so we're a little bit kind of really right around the shoulder of the bottle there, so that's right around when it starts to open up. So I'll pour these guys here a dram. It's been a while since we've been able to get together due to this pandemic issue, so it's nice to finally see these guys and be pouring some nice cask strength bourbon for them.
Not a whole lot there, but you can see. Yeah, you can definitely. It's there for sure. Thank you.
Perfect. Let's get into this guy here. And I like the bottle presentation. I think it's nice. It's they actually have Wild Turkey has a single barrel product, so they call that the Kentucky Spirit. Very similar bottle shape, but I kind of like this one. I think it looks nice.
I like it. I think they could have done like a wax kind of stamp on it instead of just a bottle.
I think although that you can buy it or whatever in terms of getting it anywhere, the idea that they put like rare breed on it, I think that's just, I mean that's a cool way to market it, so it makes it seem like unattainable, but I don't know.
It's also thematic too, right, to the Wild Turkey brand. So.
Yeah, it's
Let's check out the color here first, guys.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. It looks like basically like a medium, like a light to medium copper color in the glass there. Again, we're talking about 58.4% alcohol by volume, so
So
it's going to be some pretty strong stuff. Yep.
So I'm definitely making a face is what you're saying.
I'm going to say for sure. Yeah.
I just got a hint of a nose, and wow.
So look at that there. So
Wait for that.
I don't
Kyle.
notice a lot of legs though.
Wait for that,
no,
Kyle.
no, I didn't notice many legs there either, to be
I
honest.
mean, I get a couple here and there, but not very often.
Now, it probably would have helped for us to use clean glasses on that too, right? We've had other stuff in there, so that is a factor. But, they're starting to form now. What they are is they're forming very late, and they are very, very, very slow, meaning you've got a very high alcohol content in there, which we know we have cask strength bourbon here, so.
Oh, wow. That just gets right up in here.
Yeah, and we were saying before that if you use both nostrils too, because it's weird. Anatomically, people will have like one nostril that can breathe better than the other. So.
Oh yeah, okay.
What do you get out of that, Brad?
Strong. That's just honest.
Oof. I mean, when you get your nose in there, you get
a little bit of a punch.
I get like a bitter like right away, like you bite into an apricot, just boom, like right away.
Right.
I mean, they're sweet, but not when you initially bite into it.
The other thing you can do is aerate your glass a little bit, so swirl the whiskey around just to get a little bit more interaction with the oxygen in there, with the air. That'll help to kind of open it up a little bit.
I'm not getting a whole lot of taste on the nose. I think I gotta taste it. Like a
strong nose.
See,
You're
I
not
get
getting
like
a strong nose.
A caramel vanilla.
That's what I was getting.
Okay.
Yeah. So the bourbon is always going to be done in fresh or virgin American oak. So first char, basically nothing has been put in there before, unlike Scotch, where Scotch is very typically done in an ex-bourbon barrel and then sometimes finished in an ex-sherry barrel. With bourbon, by law, you have to go right into a virgin oak barrel. So,
now, I think this smells way better as it's now been kind of sitting for a minute.
Yeah, opened
it's
up.
way better. Yeah. So when Kyle just said now I'm totally getting that right away. I didn't get it before.
And so from that virgin oak, like with the char, you're gonna get, that's where you get the vanilla notes, the butterscotches, the caramels.
Oh, okay.
That's all coming from the virgin oak when you char that oak.
Okay.
So, delicious.
It does smell delicious.
It has even just as we've been sitting here, kind of just chatting about the nose and the color. It's already opened up more, right?
Much better, much better than I thought it was going to be. So.
And what's interesting is it's interesting with scotches. They really emphasize this in the whiskey world. If you're dealing with a scotch, and let's say you've got a 12-year-old single malt scotch, they say for every year of that scotch, you should let it open up for a minute for every year. So a 12-year scotch, you would let sit for 12 minutes, right? So if we're going to extrapolate that for this bourbon, you've got 6, 8, and 12-year-old bourbons. So kind of the middle ground there is maybe around 9 years. So really, this whiskey is probably going to be at its best when it's about 10 minutes opened up. But we'll dive in here and see what we think. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me, like Kyle said on the nose, the dominant flavors that I get from the nosing are the vanillas and the caramels and the butterscotch.
Caramel, vanilla for sure.
I'm hunting, I find myself, I don't want to give it as an actual nosing note because I'm hunting for it, the baking spices, they're there but they're background, right? It's not prevalent like some other bourbons.
I get the caramel and all that flavor first, and then once you go in for the next one, you get the gram of bacon in there.
Would you say maybe not spices, but cinnamon maybe? Would you say that?
Definitely.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Would that be better?
Yeah. Cinnamon is in there for sure.
You're not going to go with the spices, not quite there, but so maybe cinnamon maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of maybe, I got a little bit of that.
Cinnamon, brown sugar.
But only if I'm hunting, if I'm...
Yeah.
A little bit of honey now too.
Caramel vanilla is right on point though.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Big time. Smells
smells really
can't
good.
wait to taste it. I think it's going to be delicious.
And I mean, just great value. This in the States is $42 for cask strength bourbon. That's awesome. Most of the ones you get in the States that are cask strengths are generally around $60 US. So $40 is
that's not bad.
Amazing value. Really so, all right, guys, I think we should dive into this. Cheers.
It's been far too long.
It's been far too long. Cheers, guys.
I get a punch of spice.
Ooh.
Like a big punch of spice right on the tip
Kyle just looked like he got punched in the face.
That is a little bit
Not
of a
as
tongue
bad
punch.
as usual, though.
That is... So that's quite a hit of the alcohol. Like it's...
Oh, yeah.
You can tell it's a cask strength whiskey. It hits you pretty much right away.
Do you guys feel it like right here right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you feel
I
it
was
right
just
there?
going to mention
And
that.
what's the name of that? That's called the Kentucky Hug.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's right
Yeah.
here. It's just like, oh, you're welcome.
Totally. And it says here, the true bold spirit of Wild Turkey has been captured in this authentic barrel-proof whiskey, creating one of the finest bourbons in the world. This is uncompromised Kentucky bourbon, handcrafted and uncut. Rare breed is a real whiskey legend.
I think this is one that you drink in the wintertime because it just warms you up.
It's delicious though.
It really is, but I can feel not like I don't know if you guys get it, but like I got a little bit of a fire happening here.
A little bit, yeah.
Like you can feel it, but it is delicious.
Very delicious.
That's the
Very,
Kentucky
very
Hug.
Caramel taste, vanilla taste, just
everything
right in there with the alcohol. There is alcohol for sure. You're not missing this.
Nope, it's good though.
Yeah.
I think before I give notes, I'm gonna go in for another sip here. Even more caramel, creme brulee on the nose, vanilla, like a vanilla custard.
Creme brulee is perfect. You nailed it. Like that is perfect.
That is good.
Because what you're picking up there with the vanilla is you're picking up a little bit of the barrel char, and that's what gives it the essence of like creme brulee, right? Like you got the creme brulee, it's like that beautiful, delicious vanilla custard, but then you got the caramelized top, right? So you got the caramel, brown sugar,
yeah, you
and
nailed
the char.
it. You nailed it.
I like that a lot.
Oh, that's good. No, that's good. It's better now on the second sip.
The second sip is fantastic.
So good.
That's a Werther's original.
It's tough. Yep, it's tough.
Good.
Though. You can see Kyle's face, but
Oh, it's tough. Like the alcohol is there.
It's there.
There it comes.
But man, it's good. It's
and then you get the
there's
hug.
the Kentucky hug.
Kentucky hug. Oh, it's lovely.
I'm glad I learned that now.
Yeah, the terminology.
Kentucky,
yeah. So with this one, I got on the second sip there. I got a punch of the butterscotch, the caramel, the creme brulee flavors, vanilla, brown sugar, deep, rich, classic bourbon flavors, and then the sort of the medium sort of mid palate and back of the palate. That's where you get all the baking spices.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, brown sugar, just delicious. This is a fantastic whiskey.
Oh,
I mean, I love it.
I love it.
I love it too. This is, for sure.
And this is what made me originally like a huge Scotch drinker. These are the kind of bourbons that kind of turned me into more of a bourbon forward drinker. I love.
We've been talking about bourbons lately together. Absolutely. This is a bourbon. This is a winner.
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Wild Turkey doesn't disappoint, and I'll say it like the Wild Turkey 101, which is this whiskey proof down to 101 proof, or just above 50%, 50.5%. That is such a good value in whiskey. I picked up my bottle of 101 here for $33 Canadian. So for like a 6, 8, and 12-year-old blended whiskey, that proof point, basically bottled in bond almost, right around that proof, fantastic value. So
stay tuned for a proper review of that. We'll make sure we do it. So.
we do need to do that. We need to revisit that.
Yes.
But man, that's a really good whiskey. Really, really nice.
That's very good.
Extremely flavorful.
Should we have another cheers? And have
yes, we should.
Absolutely.
It's been
Cheers.
so long.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's got some bite.
Oh. Even Brad made a face at
That'll put some hair on your chest there, guys.
You know what? At 56, but it is good.
58.4%. It's a serious whiskey.
That's
now,
a gooder.
for Jeff, for me, I would be, just because of the bite, I love the taste, but I'd be okay with a couple ice cubes with it.
Yes, and that's a really good point you bring.
Maybe just level it out a little bit for me. Maybe take away a little bit of the bite, and it's perfect.
Especially as we're heading into these warmer months, right? You get one of those nice big sphere ice cubes, put that into your rocks glass, pour this over ice, and then it's like having like butterscotch ice cream.
Yeah, definitely.
It's delicious. So
not enough ice that's going to dilute it too much, but enough that's going to give me a little bit of a break.
For sure.
Or, because I love the taste at 56, I love the strength, but I think I just need a little bit taken off the top. Just
I hear
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of just
I agree.
Tame the fire a little bit, right?
Maybe don't punch me in the mouth. Maybe just flick me in the mouth, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, for me, anyways, the Wild Turkey rare breed is a definite purchase.
You'd buy it for sure.
I would buy it for sure.
Kyle,
Again,
would you buy?
replace it every time.
I would buy it. Yes.
I would buy it as long as I make sure I've got ice and stuff like that. For
There
sure.
you go.
Yeah, definitely, it's a buy.
That way you can tune the kind of proof.
The value for it at the price you're telling us that's fantastic.
It's a great price.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us for another review. Please click that like button, click subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we're posting new videos. Until next time, may your sails be full and your drams be fuller. Cheers.
Cheers.